In the lead up to retirement, and once you actually are retired, you start hearing the same noise over and over again. Get out there, stay busy, join groups, make good use of your time. And for a while you listen and take heed of it. But then something doesn't sit quite right, because you hear all that and then quietly to yourself you think, I don't actually want that. And that's a strange feeling, because now you're not just adjusting to retirement, you're starting to wonder if you're doing it wrong. In a recent video, I talked about why retirement doesn't always feel as fulfilling as we expected. And one of the reasons is this very pressure, that pressure to build a life that looks full on the outside. But what if the issue isn't that you're doing too little? What if it's what you're being encouraged to do just doesn't fit you? I watched something recently that really made me stop and think. It was suggested that a lot of retirement advice is built around extroverted ways of living. You know, as I said before, things like getting out there, being social, and being constantly engaged. I'm sure we've all heard it. I certainly have. Well, I certainly did. And given those things are visible and active, one could easily say, well, that's a good version of retirement. But what if it's not how you're wired? Because if that's not you, then it could quietly make you feel like you're falling short. And that's what can create this tension, because part of you starts thinking, maybe I should be doing more. Maybe this is why it doesn't feel fulfilling. Or maybe I just need to push myself a bit harder. But another part of you just doesn't want that life. Not because you're disengaged, but because it doesn't feel like you. What I've come to realise is this: retirement isn't just a lifestyle change, it's an energy shift. After decades of structure, responsibility, and constant interaction, it's not that surprising that part of you doesn't want to replace it with more structure, more interaction, more noise. Maybe what you actually want is something quieter, something simpler, something that doesn't need to be constantly filled. And this is where it connects back to that idea of fulfillment. Because maybe the reason retirement doesn't feel fulfilling isn't because you're not doing enough. Maybe it's because you're trying to force yourself into a version of retirement that was never really yours to begin with. So here's the question that started to shift things for me. What if I don't want the retirement everybody talks about? Not because something's missing, but because something's changed. But there is something important to be aware of. There's a difference between choosing a quieter, more intentional life and slowly pulling away without realising it. One feels right, but as for the other, well, it can feel okay at first, but it can drift into something else over time. So maybe the goal isn't to get out there just because the advice or the usual norm suggests so. And maybe it's not to reject it completely either. Maybe it's just this: to build a version of retirement that actually fits who you are now, even if it doesn't look busy, even if it doesn't look social, even if it doesn't match what everybody else talks about. Because in the end, it isn't about following the right formula. It's about recognising there isn't just one. So guys, with all of that said, what's your story? Has retirement so far gone as per the perceived script said it should have? Or have you just gone completely off script and forged your own version of it? Share your thoughts in the comments, guys. It'll be great to hear from you. As always, I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.